Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're finishing my December daily album. I already finished a few other stories like 20, 21, 22, and now I'm gonna do the pages where I hadn't prepared anything, so I'm starting from scratch, from zero, and I think it's 25 and 26 left. Okay, let's go. For my stories 25 and 26, I hadn't created any foundation pages or base yet, but I already had an idea of something I definitely wanted to do. It's the circle page that Ellie Edwards has also done in her album. Somehow I hadn't gotten around to implementing this idea in the entire album, and since these were the last stories I had left to tell in this album, I really wanted to include it. So I went through all my products to see what circles or circular embellishments I still had, and I made a small selection. I also printed my photo in a circular shape, and as you saw in the beginning, I also cut my journaling into a circle to go around the photo or an embellishment. I had this half circle page in my stash, which was part of a die cut pack from Ellie Edwards from previous years. Since I've had it for a really long time and always used it as a template, I wanted to actually use it. So use your products and use your stash. I always find it very satisfying when you use up and actually make use of your supplies. As you've already seen, I thought about how I wanted to arrange everything right from the beginning. I then picked out the matching products, colors and patterns. The base, of course, is this half circle, which is on both sides. The front has the sentiment on it, which I think fits nicely for story 25. And the back is just patterned paper. I also used these wreaths from the main kit as the base. There was an empty space in the middle where I placed the photos from that day, and I think it frames them really nicely. For the pages that are outside the page protector, I somehow always use extra adhesive because I'm afraid that the pages won't hold and will fall apart, but that never happened. But maybe it never happened because I always use extra adhesive. I don't know. But in the recent years, I've made a lot of outside the page protector pages in my albums. In the early years, as I started this project a few years ago, I made a lot more inside the page protector pages. I think that's kind of a general trend in the community, but overall, I like both. I find that pages outside tend to be a little bit more creative and crafty, while the pages inside the page protector get done a bit faster, especially around mid-December when life gets a little bit more hectic. You can finish these pages much more quickly by just putting in journaling cards or other pre-made cards into the page protectors. I also really like letting large photos speak for themselves, like full-page photos in a page protector. The base for my page was this half circle page, and first I glued the two sides together and punched holes in it so it would fit into my album. For story 5, I immediately picked out this circle with the number 25 on it. It was from a die cut pack because it's the matching day and I could finally use it. Since it was already red, I also choose a red passion paper. It's the one with the white whiting on it. It was one of my favorite patterns from the 2023 collection. To complete it, I adhered this plastic circle that looks a little bit like white vellum. I arranged everything, and the red circle will later hold my journaling with the Let Your Heart Be Light embellishment in the center. It was a bit tricky to arrange everything in a way that made the circles look like they were floating, while still holding together well and making sure the page could be turned easily. You can also see that I'm trying to arrange all the circles in a way that perfectly fills the 10 by 8 size. I kept using this vellum page from my album as a reference to check if the size was correct. I kept checking to make sure I was attaching everything correctly. At the top is the circle with the pattern paper, and at the bottom is my photo with the wreath from the main kit. And that's how the page came together. There weren't too many photos or too much journaling on this page. I could have done the journaling inside of a circle, which would have allowed for more writing. But for this story, I didn't need much. Just a few words for context with the photo, and that was enough for me for this page. Once I finished the front, Story 25 was done. I thought about adding some staples, and I did one. And I also thought about adding small circles to the bottom, but I decided against it. I only adjusted the position of the circle with the 25 on it because it was slightly crooked. After that, I could move on to the back. For the back, I had a circle of the same size, which was the pattern paper circle I had left over. It was a nice coincidence that I had it in my stash, so I could use it. Story 26 is built the same way as 25, just mirrored. And I don't mind at all because the colors change, and I think the green with the gold and the floral elements look so nice together. I also repeated the idea of journaling in a circle because I think it worked very well. And really all that was left was to adhere everything together, since I had already prepared a lot and the round embellishments were ready-made. I didn't have to cut anything else. And then, of course, the only thing missing was the number. I edited on the outer circle using the number stickers I had already used throughout the album. I really like these small gold numbers. Over the years, I've developed a preference for small numbers to my numbered pages. I'm not sure why. And once everything was glued down, the page was finished. And with that, my December daily album is officially complete. I'm so happy that I finished this album and I'm fully ready for the new year and a new album. I'm really excited and looking forward to the whole season. You can find a lot more about this on my channel and my Instagram page. And I've uploaded many process videos from last year, and I'll be uploading more process videos soon. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye!